तीरावनचारि जय राधा माधव जय कुंज विहारी हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. So you'd like to do the Mangalacharan, right, Prabhuji?
Yes. Could you please share that to the screen? Yeah.
Off on DVD. Okay. Yes. Sorry, Prabhuji. Go ahead.
Yeah. I can see it now. Yeah. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakkaya Chakshurmilitena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhishta Stapitaha Ena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamya Dadati Swapadantikamaha Vande Sri Guru Sri Yutapadakamalah Sri Guruna Vaishnavascha Sri Rupa Sangrajata Sahagana Raghunathanita Sanjivama Satvaita Savadhuta Parijana Sahita Krishna Chaitanya Deve Sri Radha Krishna Padana Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishankhan Vitasha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandho Jagatpate Gopesh Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchan Gaurangi Radhe Vandavaneshwari Vrishabhanusate Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpataru Kripa Sindhu Evacha Patitana Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebho Namo Namaha Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Seeing our Sri Krishna Prabhu is not there. I think our Baldev Prabhu is here. Hare Krishna Prabhuji. So,
Prabhuji, when you are here, then you have 100% presence.
No.
Yes.
I was looking for our Sri Krishna Prabhu. Maybe he's busy. Okay, Prabhuji. So we can all, I think,
Yeah. And also, we have Mahesh Prabhu here.
Yeah, Mahesh Prabhu is here. Today we'll have our Mahesh Prabhu lead.
No.
We can all, together, Prabhuji. But in your... I think today we have to read 15, right, Prabhuji? Yesterday.
Yes, 14 we completed yesterday. 15. Yeah.
Baswati Mataji prepared wonderful slideshow also. Haribol Mataji, thank you so much for. So we can. Yesterday Mataji was discussing about 8:14. The theme of that, yoga is the easier path, and Mataji was wonderfully, explaining how the final destination of the unalloyed devotees is to serve the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Their final destination, and because all they are, the pure devotees are already, in Krishna consciousness. Their only qualification is the desire to serve the Lord, And Mataji explained how Jnana Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, and how Bhakti Yoga is very, favorable. And Mataji explained, the Ananya Cheta, all those things, and we discussed wonderfully all the, all the rasas also wonderfully. So, anybody would like to add anything before we start today's discussion? If not, yeah, we can. Any three devotees would like to read the shloka?
I can try, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
All Guru Srila Prabhupada. Mam, text 15. Mam upetayo punarjanmo dukkhalayam ashashyatam napuno vanti mahatmana samsiddhim paramam gata.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Anyone else would like to try?
I can try, Prabhuji.
Yeah, please, Mataji, go ahead.
मापूपेत्यः पुनर्जन्म दुःखालयं शाश्वतं नापुवन्ति महात्मानः सिद्धं परमां गतः.
Thank you, Mataji. I think somebody else also would like.
Sure, Prabhuji, I can do it.
Yeah, please, Mataji.
Mam upetya punarjanma dukkhalayam asasvatam napnuvanti mahatmana samsiddhim param gataha. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Okay, I'll also try. Mamupetya punarjanma dukkhalayam ashashvatam napnuvanti mahatmanaha samsiddhim paramam gataha. Thank you, Prabhuji. Anyone would like to read the synonyms and the translation?
Yeah, I can read.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Synonyms: mam, me; upetya, achieving; una, again; janma, birth; dukkhalayam, place of miseries; ashashvatam, temporary; na, never; apnuvanti, attain; mahatmana, the great souls; samsiddhim, perfection; paramam, ultimate; gataha, having achieved. Translation by Divine Grace, Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada. After attaining me, the great souls who are yogis in devotion never return to this temporary world, which is full of miseries, because they have attained the highest perfection.
Thank you, Prabhuji. And we have a small purport, so any devotees would like to read? Okay, I can read.
I can read, Prabhu.
Yeah, Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandatnam. Sure, Mataji.
Jai Prabhu. Since this temporary material world is full of miseries of birth, old age, disease, and death, naturally he who achieves the highest perfection and attains the supreme planet, Krishna Loka, Goloka Vrindavana, does not wish to return. The supreme planet is described in Vedic literature as Avyakta and Akshara and Paramagati. In other words, that planet is beyond our material vision and it is inexplicable, but it is the highest goal, the destination for the Mahatmas, great souls. The Mahatmas receive transcendental message from the realized devotees and thus gradually develop devotional service in Krishna consciousness and become so absorbed in transcendental service that they no longer desire elevation to any of the material planets, nor do they even want to be transferred to any spiritual planet. They only want Krishna and Krishna's association and nothing else. That is the highest perfection of this life. This verse specifically mentions the personalist devotees of the Supreme Lord Krishna. These devotees in Krishna consciousness achieve the highest perfection of life. In other words, they are the supreme souls.
Thank you,
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna.
Would you like to give your thoughts, Mataji?
Yes, Prabhuji, this world is miserable. That is Dukhalayama Shashvatam. That is what Prabhupada always tell. Why do you want to stay in this material world? We will just finish our work and go back to our Godhead. So here the main important thing is the devotional service to Krishna consciousness. So the pure devotees who are in Krishna consciousness, they are so absorbed in serving the Lord that they don't want even to go to any other planet, but just they wanted to be absorbed in the transcendental service of Lord. So in this Krishna conscious movement, where we can enjoy the bliss of serving the Lord and be happy and give immense pleasure to the Supreme Lord. And I mean, that is why these main pure devotees who are the disciples of the Prabhupada also, their main design, they don't want to go to any other planets, even Vaikunta or other planets, but their main intention is to go to Krishna or the Goloka, or they wanted to do render service to the Lord. To Krishna. So this loving affair, this loving service to the Lord, it gives immense pleasure to each and everyone who are there in Krishna consciousness. So that is what I understood, Prabhuji. And I couldn't understand this Avyakta, Akshara, and Paramagati. Krishna, Prabhuji, can you enlighten us that? Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Yes, Mataji. Anyone else would like to give their thoughts? Wonderful, Mataji. Nicely
Hare
explained.
Krishna Prabhuji. So I can add with Mataji, as Mataji was asking. Or back to means which is open. We can see, which is expressed. Abhakta means that is beyond expression. That means that is beyond our perception. So we cannot see the spiritual world because we have to be in that spiritual position to see, or Prabhupada can see. Like Prabhupada giving lectures in a hall, only 7 audience was there in a big hall, Kennedy Hall. When Prabhupada is in New York, and he's the American white young devotees, they're very enthusiastic. They rented with $100 at that time, 19, so they going to 65, 66. They rented that big Kennedy Hall in the Times Square, and only 7 people are present. And after the program, the devotees, Kirtananda Prabhu Maharaj, what's the other name? Anyway, they are begging Prabhupada, sorry, we thought there'll be a lot of devotees will be, audience will come. Prabhupada said, no. You did not see. Narad Muni was there, Lord Shiva was there. There are all demigods are there. They are listening Krishna Katha. So Prabhupada can see. So Prabhupada is back to, but to us who are trying to be devotee, for us, we cannot see the spiritual world. So it is called Abhyakta. So Lord's destination, that place is Abhyakta to us, Akshara. That means with our limited knowledge, we cannot explain that. Lord Brahma went there and he explained about the spiritual world in the Brahma Samhita. So Lord Brahma is a great devotee, one of the Mahajan. So he can explain that, but for us, it is Akshara. Shara means what can be written down, or Akshara means that cannot be explained or written down. And the Param Gati, that we know everybody, that is our ultimate destination, going to the Krishna Loka, even at Vaikuntha. Going to the Krishna Loka is our ultimate destination. That we want to approach. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Yeah, wonderful, Prabhuji. Yeah, Avyakta, we can also mention as the planet beyond this material vision, because as a Jiva Tattva, we are always, going up and down in this 14 planetary systems, and Akshara and Akshara. Prabhuji wonderfully explained, Akshara is the inexplicable, right, Prabhuji? So wonderful. And Paramam Gatim, as Prabhuji said, the supreme destination of all the pure souls, is Vaikuntha planets and Goloka Vrindavana. Thank you, Prabhuji. Anyone else would like to add?
Hare
Wonderful.
Krishna. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji, very nicely explained all of that, Prabhu. And you, Abhyakta was also we called as non-manifested. So whatever manifestation we are in this material world we are seeing, but spiritual world is beyond. It's unmanifested, and Akshara is also eternal. It's not. It's not cannot destroy. So it's eternal. Akshara. Back to Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. And Prabhuji also.
Thank you, Mataji.
Also,
Yes.
Prabhuji would like to add Prabhupada is in his lecture, he told that, Brahma Samhita, Lord Brahma explained that the Krishna Lok, how good it is. And in the first verse, Chintamani Prakara Sadma Shukalpa Briksha Lakshma Laksha Vrite Susura Virabi Palyantam Lakshmi Sahasra Sata Sambrama Sebramanam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. So the spiritual gems that Chintamani jewels are is in that Krishna Loka. And Lakshmi, a lot of Lakshmi and gopis are serving, and Lord is present with that purpose tree. So it's so beautiful. So Prabhupada says that is the goal of Vrindavan, Krishna Loka, the highest goal of devotee, pure devotee. That Prabhupada explains so nicely. That's what I just would like to add. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna, wonderful explanation. As Mataji explained, Akshara refers to the, it is, as Prabhupada mentioned, like here, it's imperishable and unchanging, eternal, inexplicable. Yeah, wonderful. Yeah. And here also, Prabhupada is mentioning about the Mahatmas. So the Mahatmas receive the transcendental message from the realized souls, and devotees thus gradually develop devotional service in Krishna consciousness and become so absorbed in the transcendental service, because they are always absorbed in the transcendental service, and they no longer desire elevation to any material planets, because their aim is only Krishna. It doesn't matter where they are, but their aim is, to serve Krishna. And they even want to be, they do not even want to be transferred to any spiritual planet also, because their aim is wherever there is Krishna service, they are okay to go. They only want Krishna and Krishna's association and nothing else. That is the highest perfection of life. This verse specifically mentions the personalist devotees of the Supreme Lord Krishna. These devotees in Krishna consciousness achieve the highest perfection of life. In other words, they are the supreme souls. So we can see that, Prabhupada has wonderfully explained about Mahatmas. In this wonderful wise, they receive the transcendental message from the realized souls, like, realized souls like Prabhupada. So Prabhupada has, invested so much time, energy, to build. Of course, he was directly coming from the spiritual world. And Prabhupada even mentioned that I may not be going to the back to the spiritual world. I may be going to lower planets to deliver them also. And so such a elevated, and we can see that so many Maharajas also. I was listening to His Holiness Bhakti Swami Maharaj. He was glorifying Tamal Krishna Maharaj, how he was serving Maharaj at the end of last few days, how he served. Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada wanted to go to Rishikesh because it is at the foot of the Himalayas. So they went there because and after going in couple of days, few days, Prabhupada decided, called Bhakti Swami Maharaj and said that, okay, the time has come for me to leave this planet. Please take me to Vrindavan. So Maharaj, ran to Tamal Krishna Goswami Maharaj and called him. So those are the Mahatmas, because they can see in the future, and so that's why these Mahatmas are directly coming from the spiritual world. They are here to uplift us, and take us back to Krishna consciousness, Krishna Loka. They gradually develop the devotional service, in the Mahatmas, gradually develop, and that's what here, Prabhupada is mentioning. And they get absorbed so much that, they don't have any other desire. Their only desire is Krishna, and to serve Krishna. As we can see, even in the gopis, they were ready to go to hell for a momentary pleasure to Lord Krishna, because when Narad Muni, asked, if you will give the dust of your lotus feet, they said, yes, we will do it. But then he said, you will be in hellish planets forever. They said that, yeah, we are fine. So of course, we cannot comprehend with them, but at least we can try to see how much devoted they are. Their only desire is they want Krishna's and Krishna's satisfaction. That's it. That is the highest perfection of life. But for us, we can start with, as yesterday Mataji was saying, there are so many rasas, dasya rasa, all those rasas. I mean, first we can, start with dasya, of course, chanting, and Prabhupada has given us very wonderful association. Wherever we go in this world, we can, get some prasadam and, from devotee association. So that is only possible because of Sri Prabhupada. I think I spoke too much. Anybody would like to add about this wonderful verse?
Yeah, I can add.
Thank you.
So, yeah, in this purport, two important things are mentioned: Dukkalayam and Ashashvatam. So, people that are entities in this world, living entities, they don't realize their constitutional position, and they're constantly looking for happiness. They're looking for sukha in a world filled with the dukkalayam. So, and then not only that, everything is temporary. They're looking for happiness all the time, but that's not possible here. The only way you can get it is, as we have discussed, uh, is to in Krishna Loka, and uh, people, once they realize their constitutional position, then they'll understand what they have to do. One other thing is that the miseries are mentioned here: Janma, Jara, Mrityu, etc. Uh, but in addition, there are also these kleshas: Adhyatmika, Adhibhautika, and Daivika. So those are, uh, so in addition to the miseries already mentioned, we also have things that can be brought on to our own selves through our body and mind, which you can, like, self-inflicted body and mind uh, problems. Then we have problems that can be brought on by other living entities, known as uh, Adbhautika, Adhibhautika Klesha. And that can be in the form of whether it's an employer or relatives or whatever it is, friends or so on. And Addaivika, so uh, this happens when constantly we are seeing throughout the world, uh, either it's hurricanes or earthquakes or tsunami or whatever else, and so we have no control on that. So in addition to what's already mentioned, we have these additional problems that we have to go through during our lifetime. That's all, Prabhu. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji, wonderfully explained about old age disease and Adhyatmika. Thank you. Anyone would like to add anything?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, may I?
Yes, Pancha, please.
Prabhuji, it's Krishna reminded me about that, the Gaur Govind, about Gaur Govind Swami Maharaj. So Gaur Govind Swami Maharaj, on the day of I think Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Maharaj's appearance day, that day Maharaj was giving class upon request of two devotees. and he was explaining how Lord Krishna and Radharani met, and after a long time of the separation, and how Krishna react and become that's the form comes as Lord Jagannath, seeing with big eyes and shrunken limbs. And when Maharaj was telling this about the past time, his eyes was full of tears, and he said, "I cannot speak anymore." And then he stopped speaking, and then he said to do kirtan to his devotees, and the devotee started kirtan, and then he looked at his Gopalji's picture, and slowly he left his body while he was giving that on meditation, Prabhuji. So beautiful, like a pure devotee only can do that, and he left the body immediately while giving that and talking about Krishna and Radharani. So I thought I'll just share that about Gaur Govinda Swami Maharaj.
Yes, Mataji, thank you so much. Yeah, I was also listening. Bhaktichar Swami Maharaj actually was talking about Gauravan Swami Maharaj also today. Thank you, Mataji. Anyone else would like to add anything?
Yeah, thank you, Prabhuji. Yeah, I would like to add a little bit. That is again my understanding. I'm not saying I'm perfect, but after reading this translation, like after attending the Lord Sri Krishna, the great yogis will never come back to this temporary world. It is in the simple term or the simple example, like suppose if I learn like how to swim or how to ride a bike, can I unlearn that? I don't think once I started learning bicycle, I know how to do that, and I will never come back to the position where I don't know how to ride the bike or how to do the swimming. Yeah, so yeah, it is such a nice verse and such a nice explanation given in this one. Yeah, and I'm sure it's like once we reach that Sri Krishna Goloka Vrindavan, I'm sure nobody want to come back again to this material world, because this material world is of no match to this supreme supreme planet which is described here, yeah, as Akshara or Avyakta or Paramgati, yeah, which is like eternal, which is like formless or no manifestation, and it is the ultimate goal or the Paramgati. Yeah. Thank you, Prabhuji. That is my understanding.
Wonderful realization. Yes, Prabhuji. So once you learn how to ride a bike or swim, right? It doesn't matter, how long it takes, after I was actually, my son got a bike recently,
Yeah.
and after almost 15 years, I tried and I was able to
Yeah.
ride the bike. Yes, and yes, wonderful. Thank you, Prabhuji. Anybody would like to add anything about this slogan?
And Prabhuji, just you already explained that only Bhakti Yogi and pure devotee can reach the Golok Vrindavan Krishna Loka, who has direct relationship with Krishna. But impersonalist cannot reach Krishna Loka or Golok Vrindavan. They can reach the Brahma Jyoti or other planet. That Prabhupada said very clearly. But also, I think two verse before we read that. But Krishna Loka only the pure devotee can attain the Golok Vrindavan. That's the highest Loka. Back to Prabhupada Krishna.
Yes, Mataji, that's correct. As you mentioned, here also provides, and that is the highest perfection of life. This verse specifically mentions the personalized devotees of the Supreme Lord. These devotees in Krishna consciousness achieve the highest perfection life in the world. They are the Supreme Souls. Thank you much. Anyone would like to add anything? Okay. Not, we can read one more sloka. Wow, this is wonderful verse. 8.16. Anyone would like to read the shloka? Okay, I can read. Abrahmabhuvanaloka punaravartano arjuna mamupetyanti kaunteya punarjanma na vidyate. Couple of more devotees can also.
I can read Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji, please.
Brahma Bhuvana Loka Punar Avartino Juna Mamupete Upetya Tu Kaunteya Punarjanmana Vidyate. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
So Shilpa Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, thank you for the opportunity. 8.16 Abrahma Bhuvana Loka Punar Avartanarjuna Mamopetyantu Kaunteya Punarjanmana Vidyate. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Mataji. Since this is very important shloka, anybody else would like to try as well?
Shall I try, Prabhuji?
Yes, Mataji, please.
Abrahma bhuvana loka punar avartinorjuna mamupetya tu kaunteya punarjanmana vidyate. Hare Krishna.
Hare Bol,
Thank you.
Okay, anyone would like to try again? Otherwise, we can go to synonyms. Okay, let's read the synonyms and translation.
Can I try synonyms?
Synonyms, Prabhuji?
Yeah. Okay. Abrahma Bhuvananta, up to Brahmaloka planet. Loka, the planetary system. Puna is again. Avrittana, returning. Arjuna, O Arjuna. Mama, unto me. Upetya, arriving. To, but. Kaunteya, O son of Kunti. Punarjanma, rebirth, never, vidyate, takes place. Translation, right? Yeah. Translation, from the highest planet in the material world down to the lowest, all are places of misery wherein repeated birth and death take place. But one who attains to my abode, O son of Kunti, never takes birth again. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Anybody would like to read the purport?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, can I read?
Yeah, please, Mataji. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Purport, by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki jai. All kinds of yogis, karma, jnana, hatha, etc. eventually have to attain devotional perfection in bhakti yoga or Krishna consciousness before they can go to Krishna's transcendental abode and never return. Those who attain the highest material planets, the planets of the demigods, are again subjected to repeated birth and death. Persons on earth are elevated to higher planets. People on higher planets, such as Brahmaloka, Chandraloka, and Indraloka, fall down to earth. The practice of sacrifice, called Panchagni Vidya, recommended in the Chandogya Upanishad, enables one to achieve Brahmaloka. But if on Brahmaloka one does not cultivate Krishna consciousness, then he must return to earth. Thus, who progress in Krishna consciousness on the higher planets are gradually elevated to higher and higher planets, and at the time of universal devastation are transferred to the eternal spiritual kingdom. Baladev Vidyabhushana, in his commentary on Bhagavad Gita, quotes this verse. Brahmana sahete sarve samprapte pratisanchare parasyante kritatmana pravisanti parampadam. When there is devastation of this material universe, Brahma and the devotees who are constantly engaged in Krishna consciousness are all transferred to the spiritual universe and to specific spiritual planets according to their desire. So beautiful verse, Prabhuji, as you said. So here Prabhupada is telling that there are different kinds of yogis and karma, yana, hatha, but all of them has to go to the devotional perfections by doing bhakti yoga. or Krishna consciousness. So bhakti yoga and Krishna consciousness are same thing. Means attaining the Supreme Lord with love and devotion and doing his service without any material desire. That is the Krishna consciousness. And so Prabhupada is telling here that, and if people will go to Krishna's abode, that person will not come back, never come back. But for the other lokas, there are other lokas too in material planets. Prabhupada explained here, like Indra Loka, Chandra Loka, Brahma Loka. Those are the higher planets, sorry. And Pitri Loka is, I think, the material planets. And then planets of the demigods. But there is always chance of fall down, because in material, in the material planets like Pitri Loka, demigods, planet of demigods, there are always chance of fall down, because there is also sense of gratification present. So that's why it is, there is a chance, because there is no Krishna consciousness, means we are not connecting with the Lord Krishna. So that's why there is always chance of fall down. Even the Brahmaloka, if someone goes to Brahmaloka, that's also not like perfect to cultivate Krishna consciousness. So that's why I have to return to earth. They have to return to earth. And so that's what Prabhupada is explaining here, and he is quoting the commentary of Baladev Vidyabhushan. It says that when there will be destruction of this material universe, all the lokas, Brahma and other Brahma lokas and the devotees who are constantly engaged in this Krishna consciousness, they will go to the spiritual universe, and according to their desires, how they connect with Krishna, what's their relationship they built in their life with Krishna, accordingly they will go to this planets. So Prabhuji, please add more. It's my understanding. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Wonderful explanation. Anyone else would like to add? This wonderful, very important shloka Prabhupada quotes it multiple times. Okay, not listen from. So Shilpa Mataji, you would like to add anything, or we can? Okay, that's fine. Vasant Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare
Can you
Krishna.
hear me?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay. A beautiful conversation, Prabhuji. Beautiful discussion. I don't have much to add, Prabhuji, but I just want to glorify the shloka, this shloka and the previous shloka, where Krishna is saying again and again, one who is meditating on his his form, name, form, opulences, and so forth, they will not come back again. So he's always assuring in many of the shlokas, and as you said, this beautiful shloka, we hear many of the senior devotees quoting. So beautiful. I just want to add one, not add, it's just a reflection from the previous shloka where it says the message heard from the transcendental message heard from the gurus. So Prabhupada was emphasizing the importance of hearing, and that too hearing from senior devotees like acharyas. So that's the first step, as we all know, Shravanam, as Mataji also beautifully explained yesterday, the 9 processes, and the first one, Shravanam, very, very important, no matter where we are, what we are doing, whether it's a perfect condition or not perfect condition, we should not be missing the hearing Krishna Katha. We should always be part of Krishna Katha, and we have to hear, take the association of Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, for sure. That way we remember Krishna, and he will remember us. He will make sure that we remember him and all the other activities. That's all, Prabhuji. That's all I wanted to share. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Thank you so much.
I also want to add, Prabhuji.
Yes,
Can I?
Mataji, please.
Yes. I was told by senior devotee in like how we have classes right now in Virginia, that Prabhupada was directly sent by Krishna to Kali Yuga to develop Krishna consciousness. So, and Prabhupada's and Krishna assured that he will not be contaminated with the material attachment before his son to Kali Yuga. So I just want to add that. And also some of the lokas which above above the earth, other planets, some of, if we get promoted to one of those planets, like we have a different activities, like one loka will have, they only do yajnas, like different lokas has different activities. So there is every possibility that we might forget the Krishna consciousness and fall down to Kali Yuga again. So that's all I want to add. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes, man. Fall back to this, yeah, because over there are even here also, Prabhupada is mentioning that those who attain the highest material planets and the planets of demigods are again subjected to repeated death and birth and death, because sometimes over there it is so much opulence, and they are always in that mood of enjoying. They might, in fact, in most cases they forget Krishna consciousness. As persons on the earth are elevated to the higher planets, people on the higher planets such as Brahmaloka, Chandraloka, and Indraloka fall down to earth. Because I was also told that this our earth planet is kind of a direct elevator to the spiritual planet. But whereas even though higher planets, Brahmaloka, Chandraloka, Indraloka, from there it going to back home to Godhead is very difficult. And the practice of sacrifice of Panchang, Vidyas recommended in the Upanishad enables one to achieve the Brahmaloka. But if on Brahmaloka one does not cultivate Krishna consciousness, then he must return to earth. Those who progress to Krishna consciousness on the higher planets are gradually elevated to the higher planets at the time of universal devastation and transferred to the spiritual kingdom. So that as we can see that the whole theme of here is the Krishna consciousness is a must. It doesn't matter which planet you are, unless you develop Krishna prema, it is not possible for us to go back to Godhead. Even in the heaven, as we can see, there is repeated birth and death. I mean, of course, the duration over there is very long. Here for us, one whole year is just kind of one day for them in the higher planets. But they also have birth, Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadhi is there also, and of course they do more of and and how do we attain the Brahmaloka is the as Prabhupada was mentioning, the Pancha Vidya, and which is recommended in the Chandrika Upanishad. So even in Brahmaloka also, if we do not cultivate Krishna consciousness, we have to come back. That is also clearly stated. So, and as we said, like in higher planets, it is more difficult to cultivate Krishna consciousness. And here it is, we directly have a kind of elevator, escalator. Directly we can go to the Krishna. Anyone would like to add anything? And here also mentioning when there is a devastation of the material universe, Brahma and his devotees who are constantly engaged in Krishna consciousness are transferred to the spiritual universe and to the specific spiritual planets according to their desires. Okay. Anyone would like to add anything? Vasant Prabhu, Shalini Mataji, anyone? Can Baldev
Hare
Prabhu?
Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare
Dandavat
Krishna
Pranam.
Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. How are you, Prabhuji?
Good Prabhuji. Thank you. I'm listening, Prabhuji, all this nectar, trying to absorb.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you.
Thank you,
Thank
Prabhu.
Yeah, Prabhuji joined after a long time. Hope
Yes,
Prabhuji, everything is going well with you.
Yes, Mataji, I'm we never, and it's not important to discuss, but I'm military, and I was deployed somewhere near to Middle East. I just came back night before, and so today I got an opportunity to join.
Oh, okay, Prabhu. Okay.
But that's why I wasn't able to connect. But with Krishna's mercy, I'm back, and hopefully I should be able to continue to join. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hari bol, Prabhuji.
Hare
Welcome
Bol.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank
thank you for your wonderful association, Prabhuji, and your seva. We are always, chanting for you. Actually, last week, Sridham Prabhuji was asking about you, Prabhuji, and we all chanted as well. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Yeah, I did text Sridhama Prabhuji before I left.
Yes,
That
yes.
please pray for me because all those how
Yes.
it goes in this world, and
Yes,
it
yes.
was a high threat area. So, but anyways,
Thank you,
I'm
Prabhuji.
back. Thank you so much for all your
Thank you.
prayers and blessings. Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you.
Mahesh Prabhuji, you were saying something? Sorry.
No, yeah, thank you very much for the service, which you are providing not only to Lord Sri Krishna but to the nation. Yeah, that is also equally important. And and wish you a safe journey back home. Yeah, and you will have a nice time spent with family and everyone else. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Okay, so we have few more minutes. Anyone would like to add anything? Harini
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Yes, Mataji.
One more, just a thought which came in. So Krishna is saying from the material world to the spiritual world, right? All like the complete world, all the seven from Brahmaloka to at the bottom Pataloka. So this resembles on how much dependent we are on Krishna, right? So we should always remember, at least for me, always remember that wherever we go, Krishna is it's all Krishna's arrangement. So wherever we go, he's watching. Whichever world, whichever loka we go, he's still watching. He's just waiting for us to come from that level of consciousness. So we have to remember how much dependent we are. Obviously, we agree that we are not independent, but then that consciousness of dependency, subtle consciousness, we have to try and watch out in each and every situation and see whether I'm actually taking a decision on my own or whether I'm taking a decision in favor of Krishna. So trying still, but then all these slokas where Krishna is saying, you will attain me wherever there is and whichever place and so forth. Just reminds me of the dependency. Prabhuji, I just want to share that realization. Please correct me.
Mataji, thank you so much for your wonderful realization. Yeah, Krishna is always talking about, even here also the rebirth, right? And in next to few shlokas, Prabhupada will explain, of course, the first two lines of the shloka, Brahma Bhavana Loka Punaravtana Arjuna. It clearly, states that it will elaborate more in the next 17, 18, 19 shlokas. And the last, Mamopetyanti Kaunteya, will elaborate from 20 to 22, how, it is very miserable in this material world, right? It is very difficult and it is temporary. We have to take, Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadhi, again birth, again death. But what I have heard from senior devotees is like, when we go to bathroom, we would like to come back as soon as possible, right? We'll not stay there. So, it is, in fact, in some cases, it is compared to like that. So we have to complete our, and go back to our home. And because otherwise this birth, old age, disease, death, is in. But of course, for pure devotees, everywhere, is Vrindavan. Because yesterday, Mataji was saying that we can make our home itself Vrindavan, and this can be a spiritual world. And yeah, in Brahmaloka also, over there, like a very long period. But of course, it is compared, but it is still, even Lord Brahma has, 100 years. Of course, his 100 years is, trillions of years, right? So well, even though we get elevated to, Brahmaloka, we might have to come back. But for us, our goal should be to complete, wherever we are, we should be try to do Krishna Seva. Anyone else would like to add anything? Okay, if not, we can be back 4 minutes of our time. Okay, Prabhuji, we're done. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhibhyev cha
Patitanam Pavnebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you so very much.
Yeah, one question is Alacho celebrating Janmashtami on 16th August. Could you please let me know, Prabhuji?
Yeah, there is a flyer, Mataji. I will send you.
Oh, in Alacho they're celebrating on 16th August, right, Prabhuji?
I think yes, Mataji. I'll check my email.
Yes, Prabhuji. 16th.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you, Mataji, Baswati Mataji. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Thank
Hare
you,
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna. Dhanut Pranam.
Pranam.
Hare